Okay, here we are in chapter 2, and there are three principal things that I want to emphasize in this chapter. First of all, pronouns. We're going to get subject and direct object pronouns. Pronouns are little generic words that stand in for a noun. And in French, they're going to indicate some information by their form about the noun they're standing in for. With subject pronouns, that's going to say person, and in some cases gender, and in all cases number. It's like in English, we say I eat. I am the subject of the verb eat, and I is the subject pronoun. You, instead of saying your name, I might say you eat. Or Helen eats, she eats. She would be the subject pronoun that replaces Helen, and it's feminine, singular, third person. We get a similar situation in French, for the most part. We also have direct object pronouns. What are direct objects? Direct objects are nouns or pronouns that receive the action of a verb directly. And in French, directly means without a preposition in front of the word. Prepositions are words like to, from, at, etc., that articulate relations between verbs and verbs, verbs and nouns, or nouns and nouns. Okay, so we've got subject pronouns, we've got direct object pronouns. You'll need to memorize the forms for all of these. The one thing that's a little bit tricky is that the forms for direct object pronouns are the same as the definite article. What is a definite article? Well, in English that would be the. And it doesn't change. In French, it does change in form to reflect the number and gender of the noun that it goes with. So, we have three possibilities, in fact, for le, la, le, if it's followed by a vowel, and les. This le is masculine singular. La is feminine singular. L apostrophe replaces either one of these when it's followed directly by a word starting with a vowel. Les is plural for both masculine and masculine and feminine. So if we have a noun that's feminine singular, like table, we're going to use la table. This means the table. If we say, let's say we're doing something plural, les enfants. Enfant, masculine and plural, so we use les. The other important issue in this chapter are pronouns, and prepositions. And those are little words, as I mentioned, that articulate relations between nouns and nouns, nouns and verbs, or verbs and verbs. So in English, this would be things like to, from, at, by. The two most important in French are a, which generally means to or at, and de, de, which means from or of. Those two combined with definite articles, they allied to create a whole set of different forms. So you're going to need to memorize those two prepositions. There are elisions with the definite article, and then there's a list of other prepositions that you're going to need to learn. So the three important things in this chapter are pronouns, subject and direct object, prepositions, and definite articles. So that's it.